You said you believe we're looking at the Port of Gory
So
and
let me get a better speaker. Just a second.
sure, sure. Carolyn, when we this is the part I've got to ask them about, Carolyn. That day, if Mamadou can stay on so that we can show the digital exhibit. Are you there, Carolyn?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So can you have that ready to bring up?
You're talking about the poster, like the PDF version?
The whole exhibit, yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
go get that.
Because again, we'll be on his link. So that's
Uh-huh.
one of the things I wanted to clarify with him today is that he will be with us, for the full hour. So the family, the delegation, they may move on
Right.
after the visit, or they may not. But anyway, I just want to make sure that he knows that we're going to go from the conversation, so to speak, to sharing the exhibit, and then I'm the speaker. I mean, I'm narrating, I'm talking to whomever. So I'll give her.
Yeah, I've asked him to turn his microphone on.
Okay, so he's there. So Philip, is this a time then we can talk, or do we need him to say something to us? Tell me how.
Yeah, we can talk. It's good for that, but we also do want to know that we can hear people on that side of the pond. I've asked him to turn.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. That's
speaker,
he's not saying anything. Right.
Yeah, his
right.
mic.
And even if he doesn't say anything, let's hear the birds.
That's what Greg was saying. Greg says he thinks that Mamadou's mic is off.
Well, it is. You can see the bottom left next to it.
It is. There's an indication on his. Yeah.
Oh, right. That's what Greg's seeing. Yes, he just pointed out where the microphone is off.
Yep.
So those are the birds in Senegal.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some couple times a day the sky is just filled with them. It's just like it kind of used to be here. Let's see if I give him a call. He'll maybe. So for a while he didn't have reception on his phone, and and he was probably busy setting up. Is really what was going on there. Hello. Can you turn the microphone on and talk? We need to hear. We need to know somebody there talking can be heard here, and we need you to know that you can hear us. Okay, and then move the camera a little bit so we can make sure the quality is good for a panning left and right and some things. So when you get the speaker on, we'll talk to you through the program. Okay, thank you. Yes. Can you hear us?
Of course, I hear him.
Okay. Move the camera up. Move the camera up a little so you're looking at everything around. Yeah. So that is the Museum of Black Civilizations.
Yeah, right
that
there.
round structure. And can you stand in front of the camera and talk to us?
Of course.
Or ask somebody coming by, even. Yeah. Okay. Now we can see your belly.
Okay.
We can see your stomach.
Oh yes. You just said tell him to sit down on one of those stumps there. One of those.
Okay, right. I can see it right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
much
yep.
better. We can hear him better.
Okay, you hear me now?
You're a little better,
Yes.
but it's still you're still kind of away from the microphone.
Let me check.
So Philip, when the group is together, wherever they're together, then is he able to move the mic, or will the students come up to the mic wherever he is to say hi to their parents or to visit?
We'll coordinate the audio so that if the audio doesn't capture a wide span, like if the students are all standing in one place, 5 of them taking up like maybe an 8-foot area, right? Standing next to each other. If the microphone can't hear all of them at once, then I'll be there as the MC, and I will make sure that each student's voice can be heard, and anybody else that is speaking. So, Petit.
What about now? Like I'm gonna fix the mic first, and after I'm gonna move and talk to you directly. What do you think about it?
The mic is much
Okay.
better.
The mic
Okay.
is much better. Whatever
Yes,
he did,
yes,
the mic
it's
was
the
much
mic.
better.
So, so the way the program has been originally structured is pretty much the same it was before. We'll be in front of the Museum of the Sea, which is under reconstruction, and I'll do they'll go to the Gorée or the Senegal in Gorée and talk about the museum behind it. This is the Museum of the Sea and the connection between, and that is the connection between the water. The water is the connection between the Museum of the Sea and the Blacks of the Chesapeake. And then Dee, we will maybe a few people will talk. The students will talk. We'll spend maybe 5 minutes.
Hello? Okay, let me see it right there.
And then
What about now?
Yeah,
It's good now?
your head all the way from the top of your head. Yes.
My head. Like what about now? It's good now or not?
Yes, you see from your ankle to your head.
Okay. Let me do a little bit. Oh, Yuri. Okay. Yuri, Papa, muna la jël tuuti ah. Pardon. Muna la jël tuuti ah. I'm gonna talk to someone like this right there. I'm gonna take him directly and see if he can help us because I need to control both things. Sure. Muna la jël tuuti ah. Okay. Now I'm gonna. Est-ce que jàmm mën naa jël tuuti ah. Ok mën nga toog ne ma jël quelques. Je vais te prendre quelques minutes. Quoi. Tu peux t'asseoir là-bas? Ah ouais? Oui. Est-ce que c'est possible? C'est possible. Ouais, mais c'est pourquoi je veux savoir. Non, c'est juste une petite. Je vais te poser 2-3 questions. Tu vas essayer de répondre quoi. Par exemple, je vais te poser une question par rapport au musée des civilisations noires. Et tu vas me dire quoi. Et quelque chose. Appelle l'autre gars, c'est mieux. Hein? Appelle l'autre gars. Appelle. Ok. I'm gonna like that. The guys, I have someone.
You may want to do the interviews with the student in a more controlled environment at the So my thinking for the day out is that we just do a simple introduction to showing the relationship between the Museum of the Sea and the Blacks of the Chesapeake. Maybe the director says something, and then I turn the camera over to America so they don't watch it. Drag our...
Non, juste d'aller talk, me poser quelques questions. Hein? Me poser quelques questions quoi.
Ma poser une question.
Man. Bëriwul quoi, genre question da nga may wax si musée bi ak si Dakar rek. Si Dakar quoi, du cadre général.
Musée bi moom xaw ma ci dara.
Non, mais du cadre général, non, random rek nga wax ñu si Dakar wala lu mu mën a doon quoi. Hein? Am problème. Hein? Non, yàggul. Grand mi tout wax ma loo xalaat rek ba.
So people in Senegal do not like to be photographed.
Huh?
It's just a cultural thing.
Non, après même il n'y a pas de problème, je peux même si vous imposez, je peux vous donner quelque chose, quoi. C'est pas très compliqué quoi.
Non, mais il s'agit de quoi? Ça part où? Ça passe à la télé ou bien?
Non, ça passe pas à la télé, c'est juste un test. C'est juste un test, ça passe pas à la télé. C'est possible.
Oui, c'est possible.
Tur naka la?
C'est Warga. Ouais.
Whoa.
Can he hear us? Assalamu alaikum. Nanga def.
léegi bu ñu waxee rek nga tontu quoi.
Okay. Okay.
Yaa leen dégg.
Ouais.
Assalamu alaikum, frère. Nanga def.
Xool caméra.
Hein? Mais le volume.
Ok, naa ma yëg.
Hello.
Can ok.
Ouais. Allô?
Hello.
Salam.
Ouais, hello.
Nanga def.
Ouais, ça va nice.
Good. Thank you. Your day good?
Hein?
Is your day good? You having a good day?
Mais ndax sa journée ça va quoi? Dans ta journée bu nekk.
Mais-
Tu peux parler en français.
Ok. Mais j'entends pas bien quoi.
Ok.
Il parle en anglais là.
En anglais, oui.
I don't understand very well. You can speak French?
You hear me?
Uh,
He speak French. He's like the problem is like his English is not quite really good, and he speak French.
wow.
He can like at least like
When you
say
talk-
something, and you hear like if the sound is good and if you catch everything.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Ok. Ouais, bonjour.
Comment allez-vous?
Je vais bien, merci et vous.
Merci.
Sure.
Enchanté. Merci beaucoup
Enchanté.
for participation.
Okay.
I don't know much more. I can't think off the top of my head. Can you hear us well? Can you ask him if you can hear us well?
Il dit est-ce que vous les entendez bien et tout quoi.
Oui, j'entends un peu.
Oui, il a
Ouais.
he said like he hear you. He hearing us.
Oh, good. Okay. I think that's it. I mean, can help if everybody else asks. My microphone's good. I can hear him well. How about you guys?
I hear a lot of noise. I don't know if anybody else does.
Yes, that's the wind on the microphones. We need a sock on it to prevent that. That's why we're going to do the interview inside the building, so we don't have that issue.
Right.
You look at microphones; they have this funny little fuzzy thing on the outside. That's what that.
Yes.
Can the gentleman hear us pretty well, Philip? Can he hear you?
Yep, I can hear you, Dee, and he said he could hear us.
Oh, good. Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you for helping us.
Patrice, yeah,
Okay.
So I do
Merci
need
beaucoup.
to.
Okay.
Monsieur Boutou, merci Boutou.
Ok, merci,
beaucoup.
thank you.
Au revoir, Boutou.
So I have to go
Merci
pick up my
beaucoup.
son
Merci
here
de
very
dégg nga.
soon.
Bëriwul mais merci beaucoup dégg nga.
So
Merci.
Dee, I do want to see if I can present
Mais ça, c'est Starlink, ça.
Hein?
Starlink.
Exactement.
Ok.
Le Starlink.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, that's fine, Carolyn. Go do what you have to do.
Okay.
Thank you, Carolyn.
All right. So it looks like if I just
Oh,
present, and somebody mute, because somebody mute him, so it's not so loud. Okay. So it looks like there's a present option here, so I'm gonna see if I can do that. Because I've got the posters of the PDF. So I can,
Okay, you're going to try to present?
I'm gonna try, yeah.
And then I have a thought. We may have to share two links.
Okay. So
Philip, yes. Can you tell Mamadou to mute or thank him? Yeah, we need him to stay on.
hey, Mamadou, can you mute?
Of course I can.
From the wind. Thank you, sir.
And we will stay on. We still have to keep the
Stay
video.
on, yeah, so we can stay on the link. Right. Okay, great.
okay. So can you see the presentation now?
No, we
No.
just see you.
Okay. Let me keep trying here.
Oh,
Um,
something just,
Now it's
No, we got the screen and screen thing happening here. Okay, hold on. StreamYard.com is sharing a window. Okay, hold on.
Now the application he's using may be more useful for him to have this doc and then put it up. It's up to you guys.
Okay. Yeah, it's looking like when I try to change to another window, it's not letting me. It's not showing my other window here. So it's just showing.
Then what I'm thinking is that we may end up sharing we may share out 2 links. One would just be the link for the visit, and then ask them to switch to our Zoom link here for the presentation.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
I think that'll probably be the cleanest thing, and then we won't, have to be reliant on the international link.
Yes,
So that's probably the best solution, particularly now since you've shown that something about, you said the screen on screen.
Yeah, it was just like that. I don't know if you could see, but it was the screen inside the screen.
It was like that infinity.
Yeah.
Inside a screen. It probably just went on. Yeah.
Right.
So
when people respond, and Carolyn and we're sharing the links, we'll give them the link for 10 o'clock. And the only thing that concerns me is whether or not it'll be right on time. It's sort of gauging.
That's true. Yeah.
Or if we say that to use the second link following, and then we send the link immediately or something like that.
Yeah.
But we can think that through. So Philip, I know that the intent was that when it is 4 hours difference, right? You said when we're 10 next Thursday,
yes,
and 2 your time, 2 Senegal time. And so that is our expectation, is that we'll be sitting here again next Thursday, 10 a.m. You all will be wherever you're going to be at 2 o'clock, and we'll get on with the group. And the visit probably, I would think, the exchange, so to speak, from maybe 30 minutes. How long do you think we would be on with the conversation between the group?
Yeah. I would think 30 minutes. So I'm expecting probably 3 to 5 minutes standing in front of the Museum of the Sea. And then I need you, then we turn it over to you in America to occupy the audio and video of what's being broadcast. And while that's happening,
wait, stop. What does that mean to occupy the audio and visual? Say that again. I didn't understand what it means.
Okay. So your camera feed has to be what everybody sees, not with the camera feed in America. In Senegal. We don't want them watching us walking our way across Gorée Island. We will coordinate this. I'm just letting you know the flow. So we will have the screen be just that room where people can be talking about through the presentation, let's say, walking through the presentation. So that, and while that happens, or whatever it is after I announce the large scope of the project and the collaboration, then we turn it over to you. Kind of like, you do the broadcast, right? You have the guy at the desk or the gal at the desk.
Let me stop you there. Yeah, you're right. You'll be introducing where you all are, what you're doing, whatever. You're going to talk first, right?
Yeah.
Mamadou will be the hookup. The group will be there. When do the kids get to talk with their family members here? I thought that the first part would be
let me put it in a continuum. Let me just build the straight line narrative so we aren't jumping around.
Okay.
So we're in front of the museum. We're doing the introduction. The kids are there. They're holding their sculptures for the museum. We announced that these are going to be a permanent sculpture. If you notice, there's all that background sound. And there will be far more activity with people that will not know they shouldn't walk between the camera and the group. We will have some of the chaperones helping to cordon that off, but I think we need that as a hazard area for interruption, both audio and visual. So we will make that short and sweet, 3 to 5 minutes. Then we turn it over to the America participators, and the camera feed to the YouTube broadcast is strictly what's happening in that room, so that you guys can do it. And the presentation, you can talk, you can do the presentation, you provide the content you want at that time. While that is happening, I will be on a phone with Greg or Dina, or somebody in your room will be on the phone with somebody in Senegal, and we will walk over to the museum of this Black civilizations, the House of Slaves. I mean, we'll go to the House of Slaves, and when we're inside the House of Slaves in a room where we have controlled, we won't have wind affecting the microphones. We won't have people walking in front of the camera. While we're in that room, that's when we would do the interviews with the kids, and preceding or following the exhibit. I think it might be better to do the kid interviews at the end, because then that could be a nice segue for them to be able to talk about. I could prompt them about the exhibit. Now that everybody's seen the exhibit, it could be, we can enter the Q&A starting with them, like, hey kids, what do you think about this exhibit and your experience here? They can go on about that, and then we can have people in America ask the kids about their experience. And so that seems like a natural kind of narrative. And then that allows all the parents and kids to talk, all the other people that want to have any Q&A. And we do that. Now we're probably 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then the Q&A starts. And then we're,
And I saw
45 minutes.
I like your flow.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like a natural flow.
I understand the flow, but let me ask the technical questions, because what I've written down is that the introduction of the project, the sculptures and whatever, will be outside, and with the you said the museum sort of in the background. You all are walking towards the House of Slaves, and you said while you all are walking.
Nope. No, we stand in front of the House of Slaves, the Museum of the Sea. We announce the collaboration. We present the sculptures that are part of a permanent sculpture for the remodeling of that is going to be part of the UNESCO remodel of the Museum of the Sea, and we're all just standing there. And then once I do the introduction, I say we turn it over to you. When we turn it over to you, all the cameras, like right now, we see Carolyn, me, and the Museum of the Sea, or the Museum of Black Civilizations. All that feed disappears. The screen fills up with just the room you're in. So nobody needs to see the bouncy camera, the people we have to make the crowd we have to make our way through. It's just everybody just sees you guys. You do your presentation, and we have a phone and both locations, so that we just inform you when we're there, and you continue till you're done. And then when you're ready, you tell us that it's time to look at the exhibit. You end whatever your presentation is. Once you've been notified that we're ready to pan through the room and show the exhibit, then you say, well, can you show us the exhibit? Or you just sort of ask to see, the Blacks of the Chesapeake exhibit, or well, they're now at the House of Slaves where the exhibit is. Can we see it? And then we turn our camera back on. So it'll really only be 2 screens, not these 4. And so we're just toggle between the 2.
Right, but when you're saying the exhibit, because you all are going to be you'll be hanging the exhibit the early part of the week. So you do anticipate that you'll be going into the building where the exhibit
Monday
is. But before you get into the exhibit on Thursday, we will have been showing it graphically from here to our audience here. Is that what you're saying? When you said we'll be showing, you've used the term exhibit 3 times, and each time you've used it, I've confused about which exhibit you're talking about. We have the one exhibit that you're taking over, which is the 24 frame prints. So when you all are outside, you said for us to go ahead with what we're doing while you all are walking across. what we're doing is showing the same exhibit that will be hanging on the wall in there, but we're doing it from our digital gallery exhibit. Are we talking the same thing? Yes.
The content that
No,
you
I'm looking at,
provide is up to you. So if that's what you
right.
want to do,
And I'm telling
then
you, that's
fine.
what it will be. The only thing we have to show is exactly what you will have hung, but they will have been able to see it. You're saying what we're saying now, or what I'm hearing, is that while you all are walking as a group into the building to quote, show, say, here's the exhibit, they will have already seen it because I would have been talking about the exhibit that's hanging there. Are we agreeing on that?
Okay,
Okay.
that works
so
great
that's
because
what,
then
all right. But now this is the technical part. What does that do about the camera, the camera on the frame, whatever you all just said was the problem, Carolyn? You said this is a frame in frame or something in something?
Yeah, whenever I switched away from this, it didn't allow me to use another tab where the PDF is on my computer. In other words, I tried to toggle to a different screen and it wouldn't let me do that. At least
the solution to that is to provide Petit, the technician there, with that presentation, and then he can launch it so it's a full screen for you. We've got 3 different applications working together in a coordinated way, and so it will there may be a way for you to do it, but it's not worth the effort. He simply can just
okay, well, you already have it, Philip. It's in the folder.
Yes.
You have it. Right. So you have to give him the
and
access
so I can get that to him.
folder. Right. So he will work from the folder. Correct, Carolyn? Carolyn has already uploaded it.
I just want to make sure you use the right one, because the PDF version has every slide in it. The PowerPoints are 2 separate files. So
well, then either delete the others or move the others out, but just give him one folder with one file. I mean, one that says day of or July 16th. Call it July 16th, 2026. And you're saying that what will be inside of that is the PDF version.
Yes.
That's the one that you want to have displayed.
Yeah, it's the largest and it's the most clear, and it kind of switches back and forth between portrait and landscape, but that's how we designed it. So
okay,
some are going to be larger.
This is my question. He launches it on that end because then you're saying we avoid the problem that you and Philip and Greg seem to understand exists by him launching it. But when he launches it, who is controlling as the slides advance? Is that you, Carolyn, or is he also controlling the slides advance? Because I'm talking, I'm narrating the exhibit to our audience.
Yeah, you can just tell me when to switch to the next one. I can handle that. But
I'm saying, so you can. So he's just launching it, but we're still controlling it.
That wouldn't be possible as far as I can tell. If he's launching it, he's got to control it.
That's what I was
we need to do yet another we need to do a test of this specific part of the exhibit. And he will be traveling with me starting Sunday. And till the students come back from Senegal. So I can, or I mean, any of you are free to talk to him. I mean, he speaks English and everything, but we really need. But I think we can try and maybe that's something, Carolyn, you can do is ask. You know, you should have his email. It's Mamadou Petit at some Gmail probably.
There's a number. Yes, we do have it.
Let me.
Okay.
Can I say?
I have a different.
But is he?
Yes,
Is he walking also while you're walking with the group? That's the part that's throwing me. Is that you said you all would be walking, we would then take control, and you're getting to the building to get inside where it's quieter. I'm not understanding the movement part of this.
Right. Okay. So we have one camera, and we have to film in front of one museum and inside another. So we have to get from one to the other. Now I have done executable PowerPoints where I set the timing on them. So what I've done when I've been doing this kind of thing is I have a PowerPoint. I do a voiceover. I time the words I want to use, and then I decide that slide will show it's for X amount of time. That's a solution to this. Instead of it being a PDF, it's a PowerPoint. And when you in the PowerPoint, you can record the PowerPoint. You can put under each slide, you can have the notes that you would read, and as you read them, you could read them, and then you could decide that took 8 seconds, this took 11, and then you save it as an executable PowerPoint. You start it, and then it just has the timing, and then you do the voiceover.
I do understand what you're saying, but I'm not going to go through all of that. I'm not going to do that. I just need to think this through. Okay, so let me ask you this. Because what I'm understanding you to share this morning is that at some point you will be in the building, you will be in the room where the exhibit is hanging. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so then why don't we just do this after you get in the building? It was the part where you said we would be talking or taking control while you all walked that was confusing me. That I couldn't see, and I still don't see in my mind how to do that. So I would say that we do the outdoor thing, as you're saying, so people here can see at least the outside. I love that idea of being able to see the outside where you all are. You're walking across. That's fine. Once you get in the building, as you said, we're in the room where the exhibit is hanging and it's quiet, and that's a better environment for the conversation.
Yeah, I think
That's when we do it.
I think what Philip was saying though is he does not want to see the jumpiness of the camera and the people walking from one, the 3, 4, 5 minutes to get to the other location. So what I think may be able to do is you guys have your canned presentation, and maybe we just it's a total separate piece. The camera is cut off. I don't know if we'll get back on it, but then that way Dee Dee can go ahead and do hers and then get in touch with us and say, and then we're set up inside with the exhibit behind us, the camera's ready to go. And then they call us, and then they call us, and say, okay, we're clicking back on now. And then we show that and then have the interview with the kids after.
That's what I was thinking, is that it's 2 different links that we can do. I think you're right, Greg.
Does that make sense, Philip?
I want the path of
That sounds like a solution. The problem still is, and it may be that Petite can change some settings in the applications so that we don't get that infinity kind of mirror effect with the presentation. I mean, he mentioned that he was capable of.
Let me step in here for a second.
Yes.
So I don't think we need to go through all that, because the whole point of having the physical display was for the people in the office who are going to be, watching. So the whole reason we wanted to have it like that separate display was for them, so they could see the exhibit. So it looks like everybody's going to be able to see the exhibit through your presentation. Am I right about that?
We should. I don't know what the lighting is going to be until Monday.
Okay, but it's not like
so
everybody who's going to be either in the office.
I kind of like.
Can I finish? Thank you. So I feel like everybody in the office we're planning on having some people attend, right? So the issue there was going to be, they're not going to be able to see, the exhibit, the nice work that we did. They'd only be able to see it, on paper or something. But it sounds like everybody's going to be able to see it through when you get inside. So I think we'd be doubling up on visuals, is what I'm saying. So I don't even think we need to go through the trouble of having the presentation there in the office. It seems like everybody's going to be seeing what we're seeing in the office, or if they're going to be joining virtually, then they'll have the same experience from this perspective. I'm getting a little wordy here, but unless Dee Dee, we had another reason for having the presentation in the office, is that we wanted to have our PDF presentation there so people in the office could see the visuals, right? Is that, or was
The
it
reason
so?
that came up is that when Philip was saying that the UNESCO party was going to be in the building, in the room, we did not understand that he was going to have I did not understand until this very hour that he's saying that he will be in the building, that it will be on the wall, and they will be able to see it. We
Okay.
were looking for the other day, once he said that he wasn't planning on being in the building, is what I thought you had communicated, Philip, because of a UNESCO party going on, and they would be in the same room or something. We thought that we were trying to backstop and still have a presentation of the exhibit. But now I'm hearing you say that you do anticipate going into the building, being in the room where you will have hung it a few days before. And in that room, you have
Yes.
control of the environment. You have control of the environment for both the conversation as well as being able to show that it's on the wall. Is that correct? Do we understand that now to be what you envision?
Yes.
So we'll be able to pan across them and
Yes.
maybe at that point, Dee Dee, we can do the narration. We could do it maybe that way.
Right. And what I'm going to do is just a very high level. We're not going to like go one frame by frame like all 24 prints. Okay.
Right.
Yes, is that I can just talk about the context for the total exhibit.
Yeah, I think that would make more sense.
The phases of it. And then those in the room are hearing, you know, what I'm sharing about the context for the exhibit, with starting it. The exhibit starts, of course, with who we are as Blacks of the Chesapeake. It has Vince's picture, who he is. Then it goes to, and I'm doing this from memory, then it goes to of course, the story of the descendants of the enslaved Africans here in Chesapeake Bay region, recognizing and valuing our heritage, that our ancestors from Africa as part of the transatlantic slave trade. Then the next part of it is that they came into the port of Annapolis, and, you know, generations later, Alex Haley, because remember I know we have a framed print with Alex Haley reading to the kids.
Yeah.
Alex Haley made famous worldwide the legacy
Yes.
of his family as just representative of the Blacks descendants here in the Chesapeake Bay region. And from that, of course, came, of course, through that his research or whatever, of course, I think we then transitioned to talking about, you know, the descendants like Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass that became abolitionists, because again, the spirit of the African people was that.
Sorry. Can I
Again, I'm just saying that's what I would do. Just a very high level context.
I need to stop the video because the guy is gonna use the area. Like the area I'm in right now, the guy is gonna use it, and I need to stop that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yes,
So,
please go back to Malika. Can we do a Zoom real quick while we're here?
Yes.
Sure.
You can. Can I send a Dee Dee, you send a Zoom to
Oh, do you want to send the Zoom, or do you want me to send it?
I want you to
Philip,
send the
you want to
Zoom.
send it? Philip, do you want to send it, or you want us to?
I want you to.
We'll send it. Okay, everybody hang up.
You can shut down and head back to Malika.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Petit. We have some technical things we'll talk about.
Thank you, Mamadou.